Right. Professor Elvis Asari Bediako, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Energy and Natural Resources, Sunyane. Right. This is a meeting for the 𝐶𝐫𝐸 target learning platforms, and the learning platforms basically is a collaborative project between my University of Energy and Natural Resources, and the Department of School of Natural Resources. We have 𝐶𝐫𝐸 Farmers Association, Royal Tropical Institute, but the other collaborators were 𝐶𝐫𝐸 Foundation, 𝐶𝐫𝐸 Research Institute, and other collaborators. But the learning platform objective is to gather information, what the kind of innovations and challenges associated with planting material production, and then the various innovations within the agricultural sector, basically, especially that of cocoa. Now, so today's meeting was to discuss with the stakeholders, the farmers, the key findings of research, innovations. So let me repeat it. The key findings of a research carried out by scientists from UNL, University of Energy and Natural Resources, together with 𝐶𝐫𝐸 Foundation, 𝐶𝐫𝐸 Institute. But as I said, it was led by University of scientists from University of Energy and Natural Resources. And that was to share with the stakeholders on some of the challenges associated with the planting material acquisition, an idea of the new innovations from the farmers. Here, emphasis on what kind of innovations that are being practiced by the farmers, the good ones. So it is bottom-up approach. Identify these innovations, then share among other farmers and stakeholders within the learning platform. So within the learning platform, there are scientists, there are farmers, there are private sectors. So when there's an issue with research, the researchers are there to address the issue. On the issue of innovation, then the farmers are also, these innovations are also introduced to the farmers. And in case of where to get a particular material, government, public sectors are also involved. That is why we have 𝐶𝐫𝐸 Research Institute, Seeds Service Division, and all that are involved for this meeting. And so I'm here as the Vice Chancellor to support this agenda. Researchers have done a lot as far as agricultural research, agricultural development are concerned. An aspect area of seed production, we have plant breeders or crop breeders that have produced materials. So in the case of the cocoa hybrid is through research from mainly 𝐶𝐫𝐸 Research Institute. In the case of arable crops like the food crops such as cassava, myself have been even involved in the release of some cassava variety. Some maize varieties, high yielding, disease-resistant varieties, climate smart. In other words, varieties that can withstand drought early maturing varieties of crops. Disease-resistant varieties are all being produced, and high-yielding varieties. So research is key to that. So research is an important and integral part of agricultural development. Without research, they cannot. In fact, even what is being done here, I mean, through these learning platforms. Here you are, you identify research, you identify some practices by the farmers, you think they are superior. Then that itself is research, because through these studies, you identify this, then you can introduce to others. Then we have also the scientists who also investigate into another innovations, then also introduce it to the farmers. And so research and development are key areas for agricultural development. I know that a lot needs to be done, but I would say that scientists have done a lot, the effort to enhance agricultural development. Well, the innovation platform is active, it's ongoing. If you listen to today's program, through this, because the participatory approach, farmers, these are information from the farmers themselves as we got it here. So it's, and as we meet and share ideas, farmers also pick this new information, this innovation, and they're also introducing at their various field. So yes, we have succeeded in meeting, introducing some of the new findings from the farmers. But as I said, it doesn't end there. There are a lot of activities. It's ongoing, and so when you identify new technologies, and then the farmers we share, and the farmers to adopt. It doesn't come. Adoption doesn't come one day. So, but the objective of sharing ideas among farmers, of identifying innovation from the farmers, this and from bottom approach, that target, I would say the objective has been achieved. Because it has given us the opportunity for the scientists, the public sectors, and then the farmers and the other NGOs to meet together to share ideas, to deliberate on agricultural development. Is to encourage formation of several innovation platforms or learning platforms across the country. Because that is very, very important. Because adoption of technologies by farmers are always difficult. Farmers also at times complain of problems associated with production. But when we have learning platforms that involve the farmers, the public sector, the government agencies, and the scientists, researchers, when there's issues that requires research, then the scientists will involve in it. When it's about marketing, there's so public agency will involve in it, help in direction, like MOFA staff will be involved in it. And so it's facilitate agricultural production and adoption also among farmers. So my simple advice to the government is to ensure that we replicate this idea. Learning platforms are replicated across various regions and districts and communities across.
One?
Yes. Thank you for your question. Now, climate change is key, whether we like it or not. Now we are encountering a climate change. So what is happening is that the period for sowing, traditionally, our forefathers, they used to plan a certain period. Now here you are, because of the climate change, either the rainfall will come early or it will delay. And also when you start getting rains, it may also be for a short period, you understand? Or it will occur at the time that you will not expect it. So this is quite significant. We have instances where people cultivate a large acreage of land for, let's say, maize production. And here you are, you know the importance of maize or rice. And if there's no rainfall, because the farmers are expected to get rains during that period, and it's failed to rain. And most of the time, you have zero yield. In other words, production is almost zero. Now, what does it mean? It means that farmers will lose income. There's no food. Farming result that can also affect the economy. We'll be compelled, therefore, to import, and that can also affect the economy. So climate change is key. And as a result of that, through research, if you look at some of the findings, some of the crops that can perform within a short, early maturing crops. So through research, there are areas that researchers are doing well. We are trying to come out with the early maturing crops, such that within a short time, you're able to harvest your crop. Even if the rain is short, duration is short, the crop also yield is also very short, and therefore you're able to get some rainfall. And also through the innovation platforms, you're also able to tell, you look at what varieties, through the learning platforms, what we gathered is that some of the information, some crops, in terms of recommendation by the MOFA, where to plant a particular crop, because certain regions may obtain rainfall earlier than others. So you know where to grow what at any point in time. So it tells you that not every crop will perform at all the location. So you know that the location-specific crops will also be able to identify. Because farmers, without such studies, farmers, so far as if it is maize, if it is yam, if it is whatever the variety, type of crop, the farmers want to grow it. But at times, some of the crops are specific to a particular location. And so this is also important in order to, so the farmers should be knowledgeable in some of this information, know what to plant at a particular location and all that, in order to avoid. Learning platform, Butaya a tertiary, and it said, I bring in a rano. Okay, I mean, put on the floor. And they say, "Ye bese kuyayo etumpon. Na kuyafo adwuma kosoro. Na omo no by ebo bebre. Na omo mfaso enso ekosoro. Na ohia enso ekofom. Na da nyinara no aya na kuyafo omo how bebre. Ebi eye seed planting material ade a omo bedua. Ebi ha omo ni access to planting material na a problem. Ebu ha nim die kra ye di produce planting material kra eni ho. Ebi no how bebre ya die bi anase or how bi e okuayo no mo. Na sa learning platform yi de e ka akuafo ene researchers o mo ye abode mu hwehwemu ene public sector ze mofafo any other public sectors, any some NGOs be Zania cocoa pathway na NGO. A common boom na a bois Emma or how be a walk Quayumuno. Yet to me is Swano. It is a farmer's no, Sanya Shia ye. Quafo pebebia, ebia. No baby obenya seed ni bi adua omuhia saa no a yetimi kyerɛkyerɛ baby a ombetimi anya seed ni bi adua na mpo sa ne obesi adane seed no kra no ene se na obesi aye ama ebebo because won saka seed no kra na ehia defense agronomic practices ekwan obefa so a obedada na abefo kwan so kra no esan say ye wo abamu nipa fo mu any other NGOs will come. Our church that womanty. Or maybe obenya seed na be obenya bi. Say idea scientists once will moment as no. Anna near F I could know I was learning platform grand say. A boama unim yena nanum yema minum. Almost so our practices do a superior a boa papa. Yes, you won't investigate one name. But a bassa no, yet to me, yet to adwene no. Almost so timid, almost see a woman almost named Diano, Eba. Now, ye confess named Dianoa. Yet to me, so a chair, Emma Abbey or more a Piafona Acano. I was that platform, and so equisia. So that's a true innovation platform, no. Innovations, and I say, named dear for I want a bianca no queer a queer phobia a fumono. The young son in Diano, Ema ye che ema omo aka no nso ehu bi. Na kire se ade a na ehia. Enti sa learning platform media megidi se abai abedom akuafo because say eboa wo mo koko no mu hia ya kire o ma bi o benya sisi ne bi. Se na obesi abona todwe se obesi atikoko no e kire bebre se na be a wo mo no bai o mo kuayo no ebe koso